Hello, my name is Donovan DeSico. I am 25 years old. I have been a gamer for roughly 22 and a half years, starting all the way back with Sega, Nintendo 64, but my forte has always been PlayStation. Everything PlayStation. I had an Xbox 360, broke in like a year. Uh, Currently, I have a PlayStation 4 Pro, a PS4, a PS3, a Nintendo 3DS, but that's mainly just for Pokemon Remastered games. I am here to introduce myself as a critical YouTuber as far as games, movies, TV shows, possibly novels in the future. I am a very avid reader. I game a lot. I watch a bunch of movies. A bunch of movies. There was a year I literally went to the theaters every weekend and I saw at least two films. At least two films. I have two Facebooks. One of them is actually wholly dedicated to critiquing and reviewing games, movies, and TV shows. Before this video, I'm sure if you've started watching this, you've seen my other videos before this. I am also a professional vocalist, or at least I try to be. These are just many of the things that I've done my entire life. And I've been a critic and a reviewer for, I'd say, roughly 5 years now. And I figured I'd try to make it more public and become a successful YouTuber. Hopefully I could be a successful YouTuber and a successful vocalist. But hey, at the end of the day, I'm perfectly happy doing all of this that I do for fun. Seriously, I've spent 5 years reviewing games, movies, and TV shows, never getting paid for it at all, and you can check it out on my second Facebook page. Never once getting paid a single penny. And it's just, these are the things that I love to do every day, all day. I have a full-time job. I'm not going to give you the title of my job or my position or anything, just for copyright purposes. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't need this video getting claimed for copyright, trademark, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, anyway, after this video, which I like to refer to as the introduction video, I am going to start pursuing reviewing videos in gaming, movie viewing, TV series watching, and possibly novels in the future. I hope you like this channel and this passion that I've always had a dedication for. And I will see you in the upcoming videos. You'll be surprised with my first review, which will be roughly between today and tomorrow. It will be uploaded. I have a weird cat, but he's one of the best there is. His name is Jax. Characteristics of said cat, literally fat and lazy. There you go, Jax. My favorite movie has always been Kick-Ass, although Joker is a very, very, very close contender. Favorite game series? Well, to start, my favorite game is The Last of Us. My favorite game series, since technically The Last of Us Part 2 did not release yet, my favorite game series has always been Metal Gear Solid. And honestly, I don't think even The Last of Us as a series will be able to top that. Metal Gear Solid, to me, is just the epitome of perfect writing, perfect storytelling, perfect direction. It's confusing, complex, very plotted, very well executed. It's also very, very easy to follow. All you have to do is just play the game and just watch it and pay attention. But that's besides the point. My favorite game director, obviously, would have to be Hideo Kojima. Again, Neil Druckmann is a very, very close contender. I mean, even Uncharted 4, written and directed by Neil Druckmann, hands down one of his best pieces of work. My favorite TV series, I don't necessarily have just one. I like to classify them for their genres. Genres as well as what I personally think of them. So for the smartest TV series, Breaking Bad, hands down. There is no TV series out there that can best Breaking Bad in the terms of pitch perfect writing, as in there are any plot holes. There are none. I've never encountered a single one. The best prequel spin-off series, Better Call Saul. My criticisms towards that are very, very positive. Still not as good as Breaking Bad, but it's a lot more colorful than Breaking Bad. I'll put it to you that way. It knows a way to balance the humor with some occasional violence, but the biggest overarching part about Better Call Saul is that it knows what it is. It's a show about lawyers, and it sticks to that. Even when there are violent scenes, it pertains to the law and the legality of things. My favorite novel? Well, all I can say is it would definitely be either one of the novels in A Song of Ice and Fire novel series or in the Witcher series. My favorite novel series, hands down, A Song of Ice and Fire. Nothing against The Witcher. I think The Witcher is one of the best world-building stories ever told. It's just the storytelling of it, while I understand it completely, why they did the things that they did, how they wrote it, how they executed the storytelling, I understand that. It's just for people that don't read so very often like I do, they pick up a book and they'll read it and it'll make sense because it's easygoing. If somebody like that were to pick up The Witcher, and I'm not calling anybody dumb or anything, I'm just stating an opinion, my perception on things. I think the normal person would pick up a Game of Thrones, read it through, and they would like or hate it, depending on if they like the slow burn of a story or not. Otherwise, they would be able to understand completely. A normal reader, or not a normal reader, a normal person, same person that picked up a Game of Thrones, would pick up the first short story prequel for The Witcher. They'd start reading probably 5 to 10 pages in. It'd switch up on them, and they would just be like, what happened? Where am I? So, for my favorite novel series, I'd have to go with A Song of Ice and Fire, with The Witcher being a very close contender. I'm a huge fan of Star Wars, Lord of the Rings. Horror, my kind of horror would be psychological horror, like Split, Get Out. I like the Alien series. I don't think it's the greatest sci-fi series ever made, because it's not. Definitely a lot of bad films in that series. It started pretty good, but then it deviated into nothing but cliche and routine pretty much. My favorite movie, like I said, Kick-Ass. My favorite, not even my favorite, I would say my favorite how would I describe that? My favorite game series that pertains to historical events would be Assassin's Creed. Hands down. Anyway, there's a little bit about me that you actually know now, and I can assure you I'm a very, very harsh critic. I look forward to doing more of these videos in the future, and they will be reviewing videos for games, movie, TV shows, possibly novels. So stay tuned and stick around. Thanks, guys.